So hello guys, today's video is going to be a little bit different, uh, mainly because I think currently we kind of have the lowest point, that's why I say kinda have the lowest point in terms of developer motivation, especially since the rise of AI and everything that has happened ever since then. So we kind of had this cloud of doubt whether or not developers are going to still be needed in the future going forward, or in the immediate future, where people are essentially doubting whether or not their services are still needed, still required, or whether or not they will be replaced essentially. And I thought maybe for people who are just getting into the field, because I haven't been in this for that long. If you have followed me for a while, or looked at my videos, and you probably caught it. I've been coding. It's been 5 years. Not that long, but also not that short amount of time. I think 5 years by now is supposed to be mid-level, kind of mid-level. But also I'm mostly self-taught, so that also has something to do with it, but not something to do with it, but kind of the personal development, let's just say that. So I've had to do things people had to do at school. I've had to do that a multiple amount of times. So if at school they do it X amount of times, I've had to multiply that just so I can be as good, or at least be perceived as in the same sense. So I've had to develop some characteristics, some skills to be able to compete in the first place, since I wasn't traditionally going to a CS major or something like that. I wanted to go to, but I'll tell the story at some point, but the short side of it is that I wanted to go to, but my school wouldn't allow me because I was a mechanical engineer, mechanical engineering major. They wouldn't allow me to switch, so I kind of got impatient, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go and then do this on my own, learn this on my own, the essential skill, and then I will develop as I go with the job and everything. And it ended up working out for me. But maybe it's not the same case for people who got in a little bit late. And so I do understand that sentiment. And I kind of wanted to do a video to kind of talk about that, because I think it's really important that we keep developer morale, whether it's for students who just graduated who are not finding jobs, or self-taught developers who are not finding jobs, who already had it difficult to begin with. Because I saw how it was for me to get my first job, and then afterwards, even to this day, I still think if you are self-taught, you kind of are disadvantaged to some extent, regardless of how many projects you have, how much work you've done, you're still kind of disadvantaged. So I understand that side of things. So just remember the reason why you got into this in the first place, and that should solve it all for you. At least for me, it just pushes me to do more, because I know the reason why I got into this is because I love solving problems. So whether it's mechanical engineering, whether it's civil engineering, whether it's cooking, it's doing this, that, just the fact that I'm solving problems, it kind of, something happens in my brain when I match 2 and 2 together, and I'm able to find a solution to a problem. Now, it even makes it better if it's a problem that's affecting a business, affecting someone, my employer, or even myself in my case, if I'm doing something like YouTube or something else. When I'm able to solve a problem, that rush of dopamine, that's the reason why I got into this. I just enjoy that, solving problems. They don't have to be technical coding problems, but as long as I'm solving problems, that's good for me. So don't limit yourself to seeing this field as just you write code. No, you solve problems, and the more you do that, the better you get at it. And the skills you learn here, they're the same skills you can use at another job, at another place. It kind of changes, rebuilds the way you think about problem solving, and it makes you better in that sense at solving problems, better than somebody who may know more about a certain field, but they don't have that ability to just sit back, see the problem for what it is, analyze, and then revise a plan to solve the problem, and then go through one by one. And so I think just focus on that, focus on solving problems, and along the way you might find yourself just building something that somebody out there is gonna need, whether it's a library, whether it's you picking up a new programming language, whether it's you getting a job and then solving a problem for somebody else who has a pain point where they need you as a developer, or whether it's you creating your own business and solving your own problems, or solving it for your customers and then selling the solution, whether it's code, whether it's anything essentially. But like the skills you build today, those skills, they're invaluable. The skill of problem solving, those skills are invariable. Just stick with this. If that's the reason why you got into this in the first place, if it's not for the check, if it's not for the glory of becoming a software developer or becoming a tech founder, which is also solving a problem, if that's not the reason you got into this, just understand, if you got into it for the problem solving and that rush of adrenaline you get, yeah, just remember that. Remember this reason anytime you have doubts whether you're not finding a job. I know, like some people worked with a while back who got laid off. Some of them who left on their own volition because they were pursuing another career, pursuing another opportunity elsewhere, and for one reason or another they ended up getting laid off. And some of them, they tell me it's really rough out here. Some of them lose motivation. Imagine not being able to find a job in like a field like ours, and then remembering if you're somebody who actually went to school for this, so it's kind of it destroys morale. So I just want anybody, I don't know if it's you, I don't know if it's somebody you know, or maybe you're just passing by, you don't know nothing about this. I just want you to know, like, the number one reason that should keep you motivated is the fact that you get to solve problems, and the skills you learn along the way, whether they're field specific or just you literally solving problems one by one, those skills are not lost, and in time you'll find yourself using them elsewhere, and they will end up benefiting you. So just stick to that, and then make sure that as long as this is something you love, and you love like the act of problem solving, you'll be fine. That's what I essentially want to say. And yeah, those were my 2 cents. I know I don't usually make videos in this style, but a good time for a change here and there. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, make sure you like, you subscribe, you give me a thumbs up, or whatever else you could do. Go in the comments, tell me what you think about developer motivation. Do you think it's slipping away? I've noticed in my close circle, like I said, of the small amount of people I know doing the same thing as me, some of them laid off, some of them still working. It's not looking good out there. So what do you think? Let me know below, and don't forget to sub to the channel. That's how you help me out. And yeah, if you got any value, make sure you do that, and I'll catch you next time.